everybody, welcome to the show. My name is Amanda Ostrander. I'm a teacher-turned-homeschool mom, and this is Raising A to Z, a place where we talk about all things homeschooling. And today I'm talking about our holiday homeschool plans. It is December. We are deep into the holiday spirit over here, in case you haven't noticed. And I get a lot of questions about what should we be doing over December? And really, there are kind of three approaches to homeschooling over the holidays you could do whatever you want, really. There are three that I kind of recommend to most people. Number one, if you want to do and really keep your schedule, you can totally do that. You can do everything that you're normally doing. If you just want to Christmasify it or whatever, go for it. I know some friends who love to, their kids need that structure. And so they are still very deep into doing school. And that's cool. You can totally do that. They are doing kind of I find a lot of people are doing unit studies in December, whether it is a Christmas around the world, a study of Saint Nick. I have a friend who's doing a carol study, a hymn study, but all Christmas carols. So there's lots of options out there for Christmasifying your learning over the holidays. And if that is something that your kids need because they really need the structure and the routine of school, or if you guys have had to take a lot of time off, I know some parents feel like they need to catch up a little bit, especially if they've had a new baby, if they've been really sick, if things have happened and they're just hey, we took October off, so we're not taking December off. Do it. Go for it. Make it whatever you need to make it. And that is okay. You can definitely do homeschooling on whatever schedule works for you. And if you want to do a bit more of a regular school routine for you, do it. And like I said, I know a lot of people who are just making it fun and doing some really great Christmas stuff. And the kids don't even notice. They just think it's a regular school day and they're just happy that it's all Christmas stuff. I know some other people who don't do anything. That's approach number two. You could just say we're not doing anything over the month of December and just take the whole month off. We've done that many times. We find that December is very, very busy. We find that December has a lot of extras. If it's not a breakfast with Santa, it's, a reading with Santa, it's Christmas concerts, it's plays, it's special movies, it's card making, gift exchanges. It's so many things going on. And so we find that December fills up quick. In fact, we had friends who were hey, we need volunteers for this jiu-jitsu tournament. And we were no. They're yeah, all the homeschool kids are volunteering. I said, no, that is literally the only weekend that we don't have anything planned. So we're not doing that. Because we just find December just fills up so quickly, and that's okay. It's okay. It's the one time of year when it gets like this. And so we kind of just embrace the chaos, and we've done we've been homeschooling for 6 years now. 5 of those years, we did nothing over December. So if you need permission to take the month off, here it is. If you're feeling guilty about that, let me tell you, a lot of schools are also Christmasifying or reducing what there is happening in their classrooms between field trips, holiday parties, practicing for the Christmas winter play or concert, performing the Christmas winter play or concert, making art to decorate the gym for the Christmas winter play concert. There's a lot of that's happening in the public school system over the month of December that is not necessarily bookwork. And I know that some teachers will say, oh yeah, we're getting through a lot of curriculum. Sure. But when you're comparing it to homeschoolers where it's much more concentrated, we're still doing more and it's in a lot less time. And so if you feel if they feel comfortable taking those days off to, do those things having extra practice for their concerts and having art time to decorate for the concert, having Christmas parties and field trips and movie days or theme days, then I think you should be comfortable doing that in your own home as well. So that is totally a valid option. And if that is the option you choose to take for December, do it. And then there's is kind of what we're doing this year, which is kind of somewhere in the middle, which again, you do you. Whatever works for your family is what you should do. So we are not doing anything new in the month of December, but we are doing a little bit of stuff. So we're not doing any new math. We're not doing any new language. We're not doing anything, no new unit study. We're just doing a little bit. And that's okay. So we are doing a little bit of math review. We are doing a lot of reading, which is one of my favorite parts about Christmas is reading. So this is my Christmas book bin. Oh, it's really heavy. These are all the Christmas books I have. Actually, that's a lie. These are the 24 books that I picked for this year because I think I'm up to about 30 Christmas books that I keep in my collection. And so we read a book every day. We have an activity to do every day. Sometimes the kids' activity is related to something that we've already got planned for today. So for example, last week we had a ugly sweater, Christmas sweater party, bowling party. And so their activity was to find a Christmas sweater or outfit and wear a Christmassy outfit and sweater. They love that. And then they get to pick a book. So those are the two things that we do. So whoever picks the book, it's the other kid that picks the advent calendar activity. And so we've been reading tons and tons of books. Notable favorites, if you're looking for great Christmas books, Dasher. This is about the first reindeer, how she became the first reindeer. It is one of the sweetest books, and I want to cry every year when I read it. It is absolutely sweet. It is beautifully, gorgeously illustrated. So definitely top 5. Another one that is a favorite of ours, Carla and the Christmas Cornbread. This is a great book about a different take on the Christmas cookie. So it's a little girl. She's going to visit her grandparents and she accidentally eats Santa's cookie. And so grandma says, well, instead of a cookie, we're going to make him cornbread. And it's a great way to show how different people might celebrate Christmas, how there's different traditions that happen. And it's just a really sweet story. And at the end, they have the recipe to make cornbread. And it is actually this author's family recipe. So that's a really cool book. We love that one. What else do we have? This is always just a fun book. And I know sometimes I wasn't really feeling, I was nervous when I picked this book. But 5 More Sleeps Till Christmas by Jimmy Fallon. Because sometimes when you have these comedic authors or celebrities who write books, they're not really great. You know what I mean? This book is absolutely cute. It is wonderful, a lovely little story. It's got a nice little rhyme to it. The kid is trying to stay up every night and is trying to get ready to stay up every night so that he can watch for Santa. And every night he fails and he falls asleep. Then he tries the next day to stay up. He tries really hard, goes through all the things, and then he fails and falls asleep. And it's really, really sweet. Great book, especially if you're looking for something right before Christmas. Another book that my kids absolutely love. My kids love any rendition of 12 Days of Christmas. So we actually have a couple between me and my mom. I think we're at 4 different versions of 12 Days of Christmas. This 12 Days of Christmas Canada, fantastic. It has all kinds of Canadian traditions, Canadian icons. You know, we got 5 golden bagels in Montreal. We got the Mounties mounting in Ottawa. Really cute Canadian stuff, and it goes with the song. We actually read this book on the same day that we read Porcupine and a Pine Tree, which is another Canadian version of 12 Days of Christmas, and my kids love that one as well. And then if you're looking for something a little bit longer, a little bit more focused on the true meaning of Christmas, you can't go wrong with the best Christmas pageant ever. This has become, I bought this on a whim from my used bookstore. So I paid $3.95 for it. You can see it there. My used bookstore has tons of these too, because the book is originally written in the 80s. So it's not super popular anymore. So if you're looking for a used copy, you can find them really easily. It is available on Amazon if you just want it sent right to you. But it is a hilarious story about it's told from the perspective of one of the kids in the pageant whose mom is kind of forced into putting on the Christmas pageant that year, like the nativity play at the church. And through a series of events, the town's worst children end up coming to the play and taking over. They get all the roles in the play. Mary, Joseph, the wise men, angel of the Lord, they take over, and they are terrible children. And it's just the chaos that ensues, but it ultimately results in like the sweetest, most wonderful come to Jesus kind of moment at the end. So it is a fantastic book, and they just made a movie version of it, which we went with our co-op to go watch. And when I say it is very close to this book, there's a few differences, but it's like, it hit it. And I can tell you that all the moms cried. Every mom that went to see it, we were all like tearing up in the movie because it was just like so sweet. And the only things that are different are things that like thematically had to be different because it was on video versus in a book. And they did add a few like sweet little details kind of at the end to like kind of tie it together a little bit for the screen. But it was wonderful. So we do a lot of this, a lot of reading. The only extra thing that we're doing this year is we're doing a novel study, which is A Boy Called Christmas. So I'm very excited. We've started this. We read about 2 or 3 chapters. It has 33 chapters, but the chapters aren't very long, and the font is quite large. Like, it's quite a large font. And it also has like lots of like pages of drawing, illustrations, that kind of stuff. So we've been getting through it fairly quickly. And my kids are loving it. I would say it's definitely a book for kind of like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, if you're looking for an age. But it is a wonderful book. And I do believe it's the first in a series. So there are some other books, like there on the back, it's showing the girl who saved Christmas at the bottom there. So this is this year's book. And then if you want to know what next year's book will be, it'll be that one. So we are kind of doing a bit more of a novel study with this and like diving into it a little bit deeper, but my kids are loving it. So that's what we're doing. In terms of other learning, we are doing a lot of, like I said, we have activities. So we do different things. We do a lot of baking, lots of baking. I think this month we've done 4 recipes so far of Christmas cookies. And we got a couple more to go. And then what else do we do? Kids are also enjoying playing outside, which last year's is an El Nino year here. So we didn't really get a lot of snow. So they're really loving having snow this year. And so we're making sure that we have time to like play outside, explore, do all those kinds of things. Baking, we're watching lots of Christmas movies because you've got to do that. If we don't watch Home Alone at least twice before Christmas, then what is the point of life, honestly? And so we're just having a wonderful Christmas season. We're doing a little bit of schoolwork. We're doing a little bit of a review. We're doing a lot of festive holiday stuff. We're taking breaks when we need them, and we're doing all of the activities that come up, right? So we're going to go see Santa. We're going to go do like the breakfast with Santa. They just did their Christmas concert today with their choir. They've got another performance coming up on Christmas Eve. So we've got like lots of things going on. And that's why we're just kind of taking it a little bit easier over December, because there's going to be lots of time to do school later. January is going to be cold. February is going to be cold. We're not going to really have as many activities and things to do. And so it's a great time to hunker down and do some schoolwork then when it's -40 out. So until then, we're going to enjoy life, have fun. And I'm going to slowly get ready for 2025 at this point. So this will be our last video of 2024. I've got some fantastic things planned for 2025. If you missed our announcement last week, I have brand new curriculum coming out in 2025. I just launched True North History last week. I'll put a link to the video below where you can get all the details on Canada's newest history curriculum company. And so I'm going to be gearing up to get a new unit or 2 out kind of before March. We have some really awesome videos coming up, and I know it'll be a fantastic 2025. But until then, you will have to make sure you're watching our shorts because I will be posting cookie videos and what's in our stockings and all those kinds of things. It'll be some smaller videos in our shorts, but we will definitely have a lot of new content, new videos coming out in 2025. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys in the new year. Have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok so you can see everything that we're doing. And I'll see you guys next year. Bye.